This past weekend, so early June, I had an Eagle Scout ceremony. So throughout, I started my project freshman year, and I sort of been working on it throughout like my 4 years here. And even though there was pandemic and all that, managed to finish it. So I finally got my like I guess my official rank this past weekend, and that was nice.
Can you tell me about what the project was?
So my project was my grandfather and my grandmother donated a 1928 canoe to my Boy Scout troop in Preston, and I helped preserve the canoe and the effort that it's going to be in a museum. So it's been around for almost 100 years, and there's a lot of history. I think probably my track and cross country coach, Bill. I'm gonna butcher his last name, Schwarzenbach. He's like, I'm sure people who know him would agree. He's like the model for what you should be. He's ex-military. He's a really nice guy, and he's sort of, I guess, a role model and a mentor to pretty much everyone who comes through the track and field program and the cross country program here. So I'm going to rewind to fall of 2019. So started junior year, everything was going pretty well. I had just come back from running camp with my team. We were looking to have a pretty good season, and I ended up straining my calf. So even though it was a normal season, I think I ran in probably one or two meets, and I was pretty much out for the rest of the season. And I went through PT, and I was really looking forward to indoor and outdoor track. And the indoor season, I started off with a couple bumps because I hadn't run in months, and I was finally getting back to pretty much the top of my life shape. And we had a really good 4x8 team, led especially by Sean Power. And we were really looking forward to the outdoor season and try and qualify, because usually, it's sad to say, but the boys team here, we've not always been top caliber. So our main goal all season is to have someone qualify, and we had a really good shot because we were all coming in probably the best shape of our lives. And out on that 4x8 team was 3 seniors and me as a junior, and that whole season just is gone. And it was really kind of heartbreaking, I guess. I think I don't think this really applies specifically to me, but I think it applies to my class in general. A lot of us have sort of come together, and we're definitely better friends because of it, because a lot of people struggled with various things throughout the past year, and a lot of people fell back on their safety net of friends. And even though we couldn't really see each other, there was a lot of FaceTimes, there was a lot of Zoom calls. Everyone kind of stayed in touch, which is probably the number one reason everyone kind of made it through the year, and everyone is doing looking forward to do it as well as they are in college. I think my biggest one, there's been hundreds, I guess, through I played 3 seasons of sports. There's hundreds of memories, but I think one of the biggest ones was sophomore year on the basketball team. We went to Mohegan Sun, played Mohegan Sun, and won. I didn't play in the game, but even sitting on the bench, watching people like Max Lee and his whole, I guess, squad of really good basketball players, it was just an amazing experience. So as of right now, my major is going to be astronomy and astrophysics, which is a crazy thing. I'm going to Villanova University in, I guess, the suburbs of Philadelphia. I'm really, really excited. I was actually blessed with the fact that I was able to tour, which, at least for most of my other schools, I wasn't able to go in person to see campus. But Villanova was open for tours, and I really like the campus, and the people there are awesome. It's going to be a great community, and I think I'm gonna have a lot of success